Taurus? I am Jess from the Nimbi, bringing you a timeless tarot message. This message is intended to find you when you need to hear something within it most. Let's go ahead and get started with an overall energy. I'm going to go with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, aliens, please give me the message that this Taurus or this viewer needs to hear most today or most at this time on their journey. Please and thank you. Message for Taurus. Taurus, any placement, cross watchers are always welcome. My intention is that a message will find you regardless of the sign I put in the title. So maybe check out some of the other titles I have and see if any of those call to you. All right, thank you. What do we got? Protection. I love that this is an oak. At least I think that's an oak. Because like oaks are so incredibly strong, right? They're really old and they're strong and they're very, like a very hard wood. They're really dense. I don't know why density is coming through, but sitting in that lightning storm, like, you know, it's all alone in this field enduring this lightning storm, but it's also sheltering how many other things I can only imagine. And there's something to that, this kind of like sheltering, protecting kind of energy. I'm just hearing wisdom comes with age. So yeah, maybe some form of wisdom is also a protection for you. Yeah, I do receive channeled messages, guys, so only take the messages that resonate for you, and these are general readings. So, you know, again, just take messages that that fit into your story. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't fit. Okay, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus today? Okay, message for Taurus today. I'm hearing some of you have trouble digesting something. I don't know what that's all about. Like actually, if that's like actually food related or if it's like a situation that you're having trouble processing. Two of Wands, the Chariot, the Seven of Cups. Could be a situation. Could be food related for some of you. All right, what do we have? The Two of Wands. I feel this sense of like leaving your comfort zone, something that you've always known, but it's like time, you're growing out of it is what I'm hearing. You no longer need that protection. It's time to be fierce, move forward. Oh my goodness. That's so many. Fine, I'll take that. Wow, so many wands, you guys. That's 7 cards and 5 of them are wands. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. I'm going to stop there. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Well, that's nice. Yeah, kind of. The 4 of Pentacles talks about... for me right now, the message that's coming through is this concept of like remaining open to receiving something. If your hands are full, you can't receive. So interesting that that's coming through. Also, I'm getting this message. So this man is overlooking this child working, and it's a very similar energy that I'm feeling from this Two of Wands. Like, you know, here we have... oh, who is that? I can't remember his name right now. Anyways, he's in the cave, right? And he's like, it's almost like this person's leaving home. And like, this is the comfort zone. This is where he knows. But like, this is like saying farewell. Like, it's time to go. Instead of this like kind of guarding energy that's coming through here. Like, this man is like holding on to his pentacles very tightly, watching this boy do work. So, you know, it's like, are you holding on to something that you should be letting go of is what I'm hearing. Yeah, and then we've got the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which kind of, which kind of goes along with that same message. You know, do you want to hold on to regret, remorse, kind of that lower vibrational energy, or is it time to move on past that? Is it time to choose another reality for yourself? The Seven of Cups talks about having a lot of choices, right? And here it's like Aphrodite is picking a choice for her, right? She's picking a choice. It's like, here, you have to do this if that's what you want. But you know, that's not necessarily how choice works, right? You would have to be willing to allow that to happen. So don't get lost in choice. Like, you have a lot of options is what I'm hearing. Like, I guess you know the path to get to where you want to, or maybe it's being laid out for you, but you do have the willpower to follow it or not. All right, and then we have the Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. There's this sense of really standing in your power regarding something that you really believe in. And there's some chaos, some conflict around it. There's like fighting for it. I'm surprised the Seven of Wands isn't up, because I actually feel that energy really strongly. Protecting what you feel is valuable, protecting your beliefs, you know, kind of like, you know what you want is really what's coming through. You know what you want with very, with clarity. You have very clear intentions is what I'm hearing, but there's something that you have to get past. You kind of need to work past this monster to get there. You know, in this, he's having to fight the beast to get the golden fleece. So it's like, you know what you want. You know where you want to be. You know what you want. You have your intentions set. It's like you just have to kind of get through something in order to get to it. You are being protected, I'm hearing, but you also need to be open to the things that are trying to come in to help you. Okay, interesting. All right, let's see. We're going to start by clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles for Taurus, please. Whoa. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so it's interesting because this energy to me is very reminiscent of that Four of Pentacles energy. The way that this person, here, I'll hold it upright so you can see, this person is very grounded into something. So grounded, in fact, that this guy can't grab the cup that the universe is trying to offer. So that is really a blockage, this like overly grounded energy, being too stuck in something to receive what's wanting to come in for you. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Star is in the reverse. The Star is just this loss of hope, and this Knight of Pentacles is really coming through as just somebody that's kind of like going through the motions to get to where they want to be. But there's kind of this loss of hope happening right now. This, yeah, it's really just going through the motions. I just am kind of getting this worker bee energy, not really like seeing the bigger picture, not having hope, not really trusting the process, just kind of like going for it and going after it and not really understanding why. Maybe also like the focus here is on like building stability in some way. And because that focus is like so set on the tangible things that, you know, the things that you can touch, your money, your house, your things like that. Because of that, there's a little bit of a loss of hope. It's like maybe somebody is just solely focused on their surroundings, their creature comforts, I'm going to say, that they're unable to grab an opportunity or even really see that there's something more that wants to come in for them. Interesting. All right, the Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Interesting. The Queen of Pentacles. All right, and let's get one more. And the Hierophant in the reverse. I love that the Hierophant came out because in this deck, God, I can't remember this guy's name right now, but this is the Hierophant in this deck. So, you know, it's kind of like you've learned that spiritual lesson. You've learned some spiritual lesson. This, you know, father figure is like saying, okay, be well, go on your adventure. You know, go get that golden fleece. And, like, I'll see you when you get back kind of energy. But it's time for you to go. And this is kind of backing up what I was just saying. The Hierophant in the reverse with the Queen of Pentacles. What I was saying over here is somebody's just very focused on the tangible, the creature comforts, the things that that surround them, their possessions. That energy is coming through. So it's like, it's time to move past that. It's time to, you know, learn this lesson. Like, you know, the pentacles are always available. There's so much abundance everywhere. As long as you're like out of your lack mindset. Or mentality, but it's like, you know, it's time to move past this because this is holding you back. There could be some kind of like karmic situation that you really need to like figure out, tied to this before you can like move on and venture into something new. But I think you're getting it because this is about making that choice, you know, staying in that place of comfort that like keeps you really stuck and tied down, or kind of freeing yourself up to go adventure into something new. Talk to me about the Chariot, please, for Taurus. The Seven of Wands. See, I told you that energy was going to come out. I could feel it. All right. And the Seven of Cups. I can't tell how that is. It's reversed. So the message that's coming through is kind of the same message I was talking about over here. Like, you know, it's this standing your ground for what it is that you want, not being told that this is the path to get there, but like actually just going for what it is that you want. Or even being told that like, no, that's not for you. There's this sense of like bringing balance into a situation, like having the willpower to take charge of something that you really passionately want and just going after it fiercely. Just like, you know, using all of your inner knowing, all of your inner passion to really just like go get something. Something that you really, really want, not being lost in confusion, not being like dictated to about what it is that you should do or what you should want or what you should have, is really coming through. Talk to me about this Seven of Cups, please. Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the King of Rods. We now have the King and Queen of Wands coming out. Yeah. This King of Rods energy is, you know, this is a wand. Wands, to me, they have fire. They can light things on fire. It's almost like this King of Wands is really like just blowing up the castle. He's like, I'm over it. It's time to do something new. I have all of these pentacles, you know, and I'm going to go take charge and do something that I really, really want. And I feel like this is going to be a bit of a surprise to some people, but it's like this is finally just taking what the universe has given you and doing something with it. And that's what I'm kind of getting through here. Not being told what you should do, but doing what you want to do with what you're being given. Okay, let's see here. Okay, talk to me about the Queen of Wands, please. The Devil, okay, and the Four of Pentacles. All right. Not being able to receive the things that you are being given is something you really need to work through. This Queen of Wands, she is very courageous. She's very willing. She's very willing to receive. She's very fiery. She's very fiery energy. She's not stuck or stagnant or like, you know, she's not closed off. She's very open. She speaks her mind also. And, you know, she's like, I'm just seeing this lion here, you know, it's like this lion would freaking kill that goat or whatever it is. Yeah, it's like there's something to that about like just really vanquishing the monsters is what I heard. Yeah. So this is the energy that needs to be worked past. I feel like there's some kind of like union that wants to come through. This could just be union of self, kind of like I'm hearing divine integration, so I don't really know what that means, but maybe it means something for you. But yeah, so it's like there's this coming together of these two very powerful, very inspired, very creative, I'm hearing impulsive energies. It wants to come through, and I feel like, you know, you need to be open to receiving that is what I'm hearing. Receive your queen. Okay. And then I heard go get your queen. Okay, so that's going to be, you know, some of you, that message is take the one that fits, guys. Talk to me about the Four of Wands, please. Oh my, okay. All right, we've got the Five of Cups on its side, the Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. The Four of Wands talks about building a solid foundation. You know, having kind of like laying the groundwork for a situation. In order to do that, these energies really need to go, right? This energy, I read sideways cards. For me, it's a sleeping energy. So it's like there, it's kind of underlying something, some decision making. I feel like this energy is keeping you stuck, not addressing whatever this is. You know, some things were lost, but there's something to be gained here as well in the Five of Cups. So it's like you're not really dealing with something. You're not really processing an event, something that happened, some kind of loss, or even like some kind of gain. There's something about bringing this energy into balance. It's keeping you stuck having this energy not dealt with. Because you've got the Page of Pentacles coming through as well. And the Page of Pentacles is really talking about grounding into a new beginning, you know, building that solid foundation that's coming through with the Four of Wands. So there's something that you're not looking at, whether it's like healing a past like heartache or something like that, or coming to terms with something that you maybe turned your back on before. There's something to that here, and it's probably different for each of you. It's causing you a lot of inner chaos right here. I can see it coming through. Talk to me about this Ace of Wands, please. Talk to me, thank you, about the Ace of Wands. Thank you. The Six of Swords. You feel like moving on is going to leave someone out in the cold. So you're like inspired to move on. So I've got the Five of Pentacles here. Sorry if I didn't say that. So it's also on its side. So it's like there's this knowing, this inner knowing that you need to move on from a situation, but you're not doing it because the Ace of Wands is like an idea. It's not quite yet an action, right? It's just like the idea, because we haven't, you know, you've got the Ace, which is like this inspiration. And then the twos are where you're making a decision. And then the threes are where like things happen. So it's like here, you know, you've got this idea. It's like, you know what you want to do. You know, he's holding the world in his hand, right? And he's like, he has this idea. He knows what he wants. But there's this kind of something holding you back. I feel like it's like you don't want to upset the calm, because you feel like somebody will be left out in the cold if you make some kind of move to go after what it is that you're being called to go after. Like there's some inner calling that you're ignoring. Okay, talk to me about the Five of Wands, please. Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Look at that. She's right under the King of Wands. Thank you. Okay. So the Five of Wands gets the Moon in reverse and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's something that needs to be like exposed. The Moon in reverse is talking about like revealing some kind of secret. And I feel like that's you facing your inner monster. Maybe that's what these two cups are, you know, that you turned your back to, or maybe it's addressing the 3 cups over here. You know, there's something about facing an inner monster in order to like bring something out into the open. I feel like this is kind of like exposing some kind of secret to another person, because we have, you know, the King and Queen of Wands coming through here. Interesting. Yeah, so this, you know, this Queen of Wands is either the person or energy. You know, it doesn't have to be a person. It could just be an energy, like a job or something along those lines. But it's like exposing some kind of secret, something that you've held back, that you feel like exposing it's releasing some kind of monster, but really it's like defeating the monster is what I'm being guided to say. Yeah, defeat, right? Look, the Death card is on the bottom of the deck. Nice. That's defeating the monster. It's transformation. It's moving beyond it. It's, yeah, it's victory is what I'm hearing. Awesome. So the Death card on the bottom there, I'll set that right there. Yeah, there's this sense of transformation, of really like, it's a freeing energy to not be bound by some kind of secret. Interesting that the King of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. He's very strategic, right? He speaks his truth. All right. So yeah, I get the sense that somebody's acting out of this sense that they want to protect something, but really they're kind of keeping themselves stuck. All right, Taurus, what do we got? Final thoughts from the universe. Final thoughts from the universe, please, and thank you. The Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. Judgment, Ace of Cups, the Empress. So this Queen of Wands, she holds this spark of inspiration in her hand, right? She is very courageous. She holds fire, literally holds fire. And I feel like, you know, she's good. She's doing great. Whoever this Queen of Wands or whatever this Queen of Wands energy is to you is, oh my God. Ha ha ha. I just looked at the bottom of the deck, the Emperor. That is significant for sure. So there's like some really fiery energy that's very passionate, very inspiring, very inspired. And there's like something that needs to be released around this Queen of Wands. So I don't know if it's the Queen of Wands that needs to release something, but I feel more like it's the King of Wands that needs to release something. There's some kind of offer of love, or like kind of intuition, some like inner, there's something speaking to someone's heart that about a situation in order to like make it move forward. And, you know, and then we've got the Emperor and the Empress coming through. I'm really glad I looked at the bottom of the deck, because I often don't when I'm doing the final thoughts from the universe. But there's this union, whether it's bringing in these like divine aspects of self, you know, bringing in the kind of like balancing out the masculine and feminine energies within you, or like externally to you through like some kind of relationship, or, you know, just something along those lines. But it's like saying, follow your heart. Like your heart wants to guide you. The only cups that we have here are the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, right? I think. Oh, we have the 4 of Cups too. So, you know, it's like, those aren't really great cup energies, right? Except that Ace of Cups is. That Ace of Cups is like, yeah, your heart knows what you want. It knows how to get there. Again, you know, that's kind of where we started off this energy with. It's like, you know what you want. You just have to like take charge and get there. And I think it's going to bring something into some kind of union. That feels really nice, Taurus. I dig it. Okay, so let's grab a fortune. A pleasant surprise is in store for you soon. Nice. All right, I'm going to put that right on that tower, because towers are surprises. I All right, that's what I've got for you, Taurus. I hope that this content resonates with you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe. If you want to get more of my tarot readings, I also do daily oracle messages, so check those out if you haven't. And yeah, until next time, sending love and light. Bye, guys.